at 6 p.m. Meeting call to order. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Present.
Vice Mayor Cano, Councilmember Gonzalez, Councilmember Perez,
Here.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Present.
We have quorum.
Thank you so much. Leading us in an invocation is our Community Development Director, Megan Snyder.
All right. Dear Heavenly Father, we invite you into this place. We appreciate all the grace that you have given us. We ask for your protection and provision, wisdom and guidance throughout this meeting. And as we go into our lives, keep your angels with our families and our community, our public safety, and bring us home safe at the end of the night. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ms. Snyder. And can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge Allegiance. Our city clerk will be leading our way. Ms. Erica.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we approve our agenda as to forum, I would like to bring up our interpreter, Mr. Senado Garza. Can you please come up and make an introduction?
Hello, good afternoon there, everybody. My name is Senado Garza. If you need translation, I'll be available here. Si necesitan traducción, aquí voy a estar disponible. What a beautiful day.
Thank you, Mr. Garza. Now, do I have a motion to approve agenda as to forum?
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Gutierrez, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano, Councilmember Gonzalez, Councilmember Perez,
Aye.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much. Now, for our featured pet of the week, featured by our Community Development Director, Ms. Megan Snyder. We got some people in the audience. Maybe they would like to take.
Phoebe. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Council, and community members. This evening we have approximately 1-year-old female, Phoebe. She's a Chihuahua mix. Extremely fun-loving. Her ears are hilarious. If you can see the photo on the screen, they stand at attention much like a shepherd, so we think it's really cute. She has a great personality, friendly with other dogs, friendly with people. As you can see, she's very chill and loves people. Looking for a loving home, we will waive adoption fees, and we welcome any prospective adoptive parents.
Do you wanna stroll her around or give her a little tour?
Tour.
Yeah. See, we got some people at the audience that are very interested. All the shots are paid for. Everything's taken care of by the city. You just gotta take them. Take her. Takers? Anyone? Raise a hand. I see a couple.
I have a question.
Yes,
So, is there a number just in case my dad, can I take a picture?
absolutely. Yeah,
There's
Yes,
a form.
There's
you can take a picture
also,
with her.
yeah, for sure. The adoption forms and all of the adoptable dogs at our shelter are on the city website under the animal control page, and you can also reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. We can introduce you. We have a grass area that we introduce families to if they want to come play with the dogs. So we really are doing our best to expand our adoptions within the community and find good homes for our dogs.
Good. Thank you, Ms. Snyder. Now moving on to presentations and introductions and awards. Do I have a motion to approve item 1, a proclamation declaring City of McFarland April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention Month, and then item 2, a proclamation declaring the City of McFarland April 2026 as Autism Acceptance Month. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Perez, second by Councilmember Gutierrez. Madam Clerk, may I roll?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano, Councilmember Gonzalez, Councilmember Perez,
Aye.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Good evening, everyone. This proclamation is for Child Abuse Prevention Month for April 2026, whereas child abuse and neglect remain serious and ongoing concerns in Kern County, within 13,512 children reported as suspected victims in 2024, averaging 37 reports per day, whereas during the same period, 2,570 children were confirmed victims of abuse or neglect, underscoring the continued need for prevention, early intervention, and family support services. And whereas the tragic impact of abuse is reflected on child fatalities, severe injuries, and case of abuse head trauma, emphasizing the importance of community awareness and protective efforts. Whereas young children, particularly those under the age of 5 and those experience homelessness, are the most vulnerable populations, and many at-risk children remain unidentified without access to supportive resources. And whereas the community-wide efforts, including public education, awareness campaigns such as Wear Blue Day, and events like the Strong Families, Safer Futures Resources events on April 16, 2026, hosted by Kern County Network for Children, provide vital resources, support services, and opportunities to strengthen families and promote child safety. And now, therefore, I, Mayor Saul Ayon, on behalf of the City Council of the City of McFarland, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. And who do we have here, Ms.? I'm not going to try to say that name, but the podium is yours. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mayor and council members. On behalf of the Kern County Network for Children and Department of Human Services, First Five Kern, Clinica Sierra Vista, CASA of Kern, and Family Resource Center of McFarland, and all community partners, we're truly honored to accept this proclamation. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and this recognition from the City of McFarland highlights the vital truth: protecting our children is the responsibility we all share. This month isn't just about awareness, it's about action. It reflects the collective effort of the McFarland Family Resource Center and dedicated local advocates to serve this community and support of families in this district. We sincerely appreciate the city's continued support and partnership on committing to ensuring that every child in McFarland has the opportunity to grow in a safe, healthy, and thriving environment. Thank you for standing with us and improving this movement and the leadership that you support these children and families of this city. Thank you all.
Thank you. Quick question. Do you have a number or on the website or any of the websites, so in case it needs to be
Yes.
reported?
So if you would like more information about child abuse prevention services in our county, you can go to our website, www.kcnc.org, Kern County Network for Children.org. And if you do suspect child abuse, please reach out to the Department of Human Services, 661-636-6011.
Okay, thank you. We'll gladly post it on our website in English and Spanish, so that information could be out. And we could take a picture.
Thank you. Yes.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Now, moving on to our next proclamation is Autism Acceptance Month for April 2026. Whereas last week we celebrated World Autism Awareness Day, we recognize the millions of Americans living with autism spectrum disorder, especially those living within the McFarland community. The City of McFarland proudly recognizes April as Autism Acceptance Month. And whereas autism now affects 1 in 36 children in the United States, a staggering increase from 1980s, when the disorder was found in only 1 out of 4 of every 10,000 individuals. Autism spectrum disorder affects individuals of all backgrounds. And this month provides an opportunity to increase understanding, promote acceptance, and support those living with autism and their families. And whereas this Autism Acceptance Month, we share our support of individuals, families, and many others who are dedicated to uplifting and assisting individuals with autism. And whereas McFarland is committed to fostering an exclusive community where all residents have access to resources, opportunities, and support systems that allow them to thrive. And now, therefore, I, Mayor Saul Ayon, on behalf of the City Council of the City of McFarland, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Autism Acceptance Month. And we have Leslie Arias here to accept the proclamation. If you would like to speak on this, and especially making a connection with Leslie and her family regarding some of the issues, I think it's a great opportunity for education and information regarding autism.
Good evening, Mayor Ayon, Vice Mayor Cano, members of the council, and members of our community. My name is Leslie Arias, and I actually have along with me Maria Diaz. We came here tonight on behalf of the special needs families in McFarland to have requested that the city of McFarland proclaim the April for the month of Autism Acceptance Month. So, for starters, thank you for proclaiming it as is. I just want to briefly say that April is a time to promote awareness, understanding, and the acceptance of autism and the families who live with it every single day. For families like ours, autism awareness is not just something we go through once a year or even just one time in the month. We live with it every single day. I stand here as not only as a mother of a nonverbal child with autism, but as a voice for many families in our community. McFarland is known for a strong sense of unity and pride, yet our special needs family often face limited opportunities right here at home for our children to have been able to participate, grow, and connect. Sometimes some of us have to travel outside of McFarland for these therapies, inclusive activities, and events that other communities offer closer to home. I started to notice this actually when last year I attended a run called Autism on the Run in Bakersfield. It's a run that Bakersfield hosts every year, and last year was the first one I ever attended, and that was actually the run where I noticed a lot of families from McFarland. So because of that run, I actually got the idea to pitch the inclusive run that's included with the McFarland USA run to Mayor Saul, Megan, and actually Mr. White. So I was able to pitch that the run, adding in an adaptive run would benefit our community because we don't really know we don't realize how big the special needs community in McFarland is. And I felt with this run, since it's already such a, it's such a beloved event already that helps bring the community together. I thought adding this run it's going to help open the doors for the families to not only be able to participate, but come together and celebrate the efforts and abilities and the achievements of our children with special needs right here in McFarland. Because when we talk about McFarland, we talk about community, and our special needs family is also part of this community. Actually, speaking on community, I want to have Maria just quickly jump on and share something that she's actually been doing right here in the city of McFarland for our special needs family.
Okay.
Thank you, Leslie. Hello, my name is Maria Diaz. Hello to the City Council. I'm actually, just like Leslie, a part of the special needs community. Until recently, we didn't have any local sports for the special needs here in McFarland. So I started putting a team together named the Challengers, which includes children's rating from the ages of 4 to 22. With great support from families, we managed to bring 34 families together who wanted their kids to join and give these kids the chance to feel included and part of the team for the very first time. What began in McFarland very small, it's actually grown. I have so many families waiting to be involved in these sports, and right now, baseball is the one that's being done here in the Blanco Park.
Blanco Park, yes.
We don't only have people here from McFarland. We have people coming from Delano, Wasco, Shafter, and Bakersfield coming all the way over here for the kids to show up and play here in our field. I am very grateful for the city of McFarland for waiving the fees on the baseball field in order to help the team. The support has made a big difference. We hope to continue this partnership with additional help for future events so we can grow and serve even more families. With more community support and resources, we can expand these programs and create more opportunities for children to participate, thrive, and feel the joy of inclusion in ways that many of us have only dreamed about. Every parent in this room so sorry about that, guys. Every parent in this room wants their child to be seen, celebrated, and given the chances as others, and your support can make that possible.
By having proclaimed April as Autism Acceptance Month, McFarland helps send a clear, powerful message that our children, like all other children, deserve to belong. This proclamation is not just symbolic, it's a step toward opening doors for hopefully future programs, events, and other opportunities for our kids. Our children need accommodations. They realistically can't participate in everything that any other child can. So by proclaiming the month of April in the city of McFarland, we're hoping that with all the support from the community that we can ensure that our children are not only accommodated but also included. They deserve the same experience and joy and learning and the sense community as all the other peers. We are asking for our children to be treated not just equally but to be seen, heard, and celebrated for who they are. And with the proclamation, we believe that that will happen. So this request, it's simple, but it's really meaningful to the special needs community. By having proclaimed April as Autism Acceptance Month in the city of McFarland, you guys are helping us recognize our children and the support of our families and our kids in the community who are raising and advocating for our children. We hope with this proclamation in the years to follow, and hopefully not just in April, but every month from now on or every holiday that comes on, we hope that it opens the door to the future programs, events, and opportunities that can help our children feel included. Autism awareness is not just recognizing a diagnosis, it's about recognizing people. It's about making sure every child, no matter their ability, know they belong. I just want to say thank you, and actually for already having proclaimed it. We already know it's gonna do a whole lot.
Yeah.
The fact that it wasn't proclaimed just yet before this, it's already kind of doing a lot, but now with this and the recognition being out there, we really feel like families are gonna feel included now.
Absolutely. No, I want to thank you, and also when Blaine reached out to me about 4 weeks ago regarding the Blanco Park, I said absolutely, whatever we could help and waive the fees. And I actually went out there on a Sunday and I saw all the families out there. It was very great to see just the running around the bases and just being happy. Also want to thank Mr. White for absolutely saying yes to for the race and everything else, and just as a community working together. And you, Leslie, for bringing this to us, because we don't know all the problems, we don't know everything, and they need special needs need to be included as well. You know, especially what's going on in today's world. But I want to thank you personally for all the stuff you guys do, and then also the outreach and the education that nobody should be forgotten.
Of course.
I want to open up to our council. If anybody has comments, concerns, we'll start with Ms. Perez.
I do. Thank you for bringing this, Leslie. I do have a nephew who's autistic. He's 10 years old, and he's also nonverbal, but a very loving child. His name is Marquez. I also wanted to tell you that the school district used to have a Special Olympics. They held it like maybe for 2 years, and then they stopped. So you may want to reach out to Mr. Resendez and see if they could continue with that, because in the past they did have a Special Olympics for all the kids that have the special needs. So just wanted to mention that.
Okay, thank
Don't
you.
worry, I'll reach out to him.
Yes, just let us know the phone number.
Yeah, I'll be calling him after this. Martin?
Well, I just want to say thank you for bringing this to this meeting. I know that working at the schools, we need more support for families, but whatever we could do, we'll be here to help.
Thank you.
I was also going to ask for something. I did reach out to the Unified School District when I first started this specials needs sports. They still haven't reached out to me since till now. I mean, not even now, and the sport already started. So I mean, it would be nice to just kind of like
We'll
let it flow into the United, so that way everybody can join here.
Not 100% guarantee, but we're going to make that connection.
Yes, thank you.
We'll make that. Mr. White, would you like to add anything? Is this your run? Yes. Thank you for allowing.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. We were, when Megan approached me with it, we were happy to join forces with you. We're going to try to get a 1 mile adaptive run, and it'll go twice around the Blanco Park, starting at 7 o'clock. And then the other people that's going to be running the 5K, 10K, I think can cheer them on, because we'll start them at 7:30. I think what we want to do, too, is just charge the student and not charge the individual parents or family members going with them if they want to, because right now it's such a new thing for us. I don't know how many to even plan for, but I've planned for about 500, so that's how many shirts and stuff I have and medals. The shirt will look like this for all the students. So it'll be like that with the gray. This is what it'll be like. Everybody will get a shirt. Everybody will get a medal with this same design on it. It'll have the what you're seeing there is the original pictures of the 1987 boys team, and these are the ones that were in the movie. So, and that's what the medal would look like too. So that's what you'll receive, and we do thank you for bringing that to our attention, and we'll try to do this year after year. Any questions?
No questions, but
Any answers?
I got answers.
Uh-oh.
Maybe we got some sponsors here to help out with some of the fees. I'm not going to say any names.
You know, I don't really need any more sponsors other than if you want to come out and help, volunteer. You see, I have a list of sponsors on the back, and they're very faithful sponsors. And so I don't go around twisting everybody's arm, just a few people. And so, but anyway, we do appreciate everybody being there. And we're joining with the Cinco de Mayo group. So at the same time, I know Chief's daughter's going to play the trumpet out there that morning. And so we got people involved. Maybe Nathan will bring his son up to run or something, right?
Or donate. Or donate.
Thank you.
All right, can you please come up? Can we have a round of applause for these ladies?
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
I would like to turn it over to Megan and Chief regarding an event.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, council members, and members of the community. April is Autism Awareness Month, and I'd like to briefly highlight how our officers respond to calls involving individuals with autism and other special needs. Autism spectrum disorder affects how individuals communicate, interact, and respond to their environment. In a law enforcement setting, this can look like delayed responses, lack of eye contact, heightened anxiety, or sensitivity to light and sounds. Behaviors that can sometimes be understood if officers are not properly trained. Because of this, our officers approach these calls with a heightened level of awareness and care. When responding, officers are trained to slow situations down, use calm and simple communication, and avoid actions that could overwhelm the individual. They focus on observing behavior, gathering information, and when possible, working with family members or caregivers to better understand the situation. Most importantly, officers must carefully weigh each call for service involving special needs individuals. These situations are not always criminal in nature. They may be medical, behavioral, or crisis related. Officers are expected to assess the totality of the circumstances and adjust their responses accordingly. Our goal is to mitigate these situations, not escalate. Autism Awareness Month is a reminder that effective policing requires not just enforcement, but empathy, judgment, and adaptability. Our department remains committed to serving all members of our community with professionalism and compassion. The Special Needs Emergency Information Program, which Megan Schneider will elaborate more on here in a little bit, will help officers provide the highest level of public safety for our citizens. The purpose of the program is to better serve individuals with special needs by giving officers and dispatch access to crucial medical details when responding to emergencies or other interactions. The form asks for details like medical mental health conditions, medications, communication methods, verbal, nonverbal, wandering tendencies, triggers, and reactions. All information provided will remain confidential in our RIMS record system.
Thank you, Chief. To add on to this, the entire initiative was based on a couple of requests that we've had from community members. The goal is for us to continue to assist our city staff, and namely our public safety, to ensure that we continue to build trust with public safety and between the police and the community. Ultimately, we're here to serve the public. We are all here for that purpose, but we want to ensure that we are addressing their needs individually in any capacity that we can. We've had individuals that are wandering because they may have cognitive decline, whether it's dementia, Alzheimer's. We have individuals in our community that are hearing impaired. We have other individuals, as we just mentioned, autistic children that are nonverbal. We want to ensure that we find what those triggers are so we can best address their needs individually and support the vulnerable populations within our community. The more inclusivity that we can continue to foster, the better our outcomes will continue to be. With that, we have launched this form. They're available. You can complete them completely on your own if you wish to. It's not required. It's just an additional benefit that we could try to bridge a gap that we have been able to identify. We used a model from Tehachapi Police, and we believe that we can take this and continue to grow it and create this initiative throughout our county, but champion this a little bit further for McFarland. We see the need, and we want to address that need. With that, once we have that, there's also an option. The city will sponsor the stickers. We have had a couple requests for additional street signs because there are a lot of steps, as our Public Works Director can attest to, that we have to take in regard to getting street signs, but we can do yard signs. So that's an additional element. I wanted to have them here for you tonight, but I do have a photo I can continue to show you and provide any resources that we can. But as I mentioned, we want to identify the gaps and bridge those gaps where we can. We appreciate the partnership with Leslie and our other partners to serve our community the best that we can. So I'm open to any questions, as well as Chief.
No, thank you, Megan and Chief, for the presentation and the education as far as the potential signage and stuff that's going to help out. So, public, anybody have any questions? If you want to come to the podium. Yeah. And just say your name and address for the record. You know.
My name is Maria. My address is 1220 Hernandez Avenue here in McFarland. I did have just a quick questions. So if there is more than one child in the home that has a disability, and they all work differently, right? They all have different ways to express, and especially in an emergency. How would that be assessed? Like when they walk up, because I know that you did mention like you would come up to them and say their name and say, feel that comfort. But what about if there's more than one?
You can address it on the registration form, provide any information, any insight, mom to mom, anything you can. Each child is different, and we know that. We want to make sure and address those concerns. The whole goal is for us to add it into the police system, for them to have that when they come to that address, they will know you have, say 3 children, with what their information is and what their triggers may be. They might be different, and we're okay with that. We just want to have all the information so our officers can continue to make sound judgment calls and try to address each home on an individualized basis. So whatever you can provide to us or are comfortable with providing to us, we're more than happy to add into the system.
And as a police officer, and just kind of saying that, like, do you feel like these stickers will make any change as like in the criminal kind of way, like, do you feel like maybe seeing the sticker, they'd be like, oh, well, there's somebody with a special need in here or something like that? You don't feel like, like just putting your names on your kids' backpacks and stuff like that, something that's not recommended, for people to kind of know or approach in that way?
Yeah, so the information that you provide voluntarily will be entered into our system, records dispatch system. So if our officer dispatched to your residence, the officers will have that information readily available to them prior to responding to the call, so they'll know what they're dealing with when they get there. And yes, the initial response is non-criminal. We want to deal with it in a different manner, but obviously if it is criminal, it is criminal. But at least the officers will have that information prior to responding, and they can deal with it appropriately.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Any other questions? Very good question. So, okay, that ends our presentation. Moving on to consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of items that in staff's opinion are routine and non-controversial. These items are approved in one motion unless a council member or member of the public requests to remove a particular item. Is there anybody from the public that would like to discuss a particular item on the consent agenda?
No, I think they have it wrong. I think they're wanting a public comment, right?
No, is it for public comment or is it for? No, for what is it for? Okay, yes, you could do it during public comment. We're getting to it right now. So this is for the consent agenda. No worries. Anyone else? Closing public comment. Now, anybody from the council would like to remove or discuss a particular item?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as to form?
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Gutierrez, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano, Councilmember Gonzalez, Councilmember Perez,
Aye.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, there's no public hearings. Moving to administrative agenda, we have one, approval resolution number 2026-35, resolution of the City Council, City of McFarland, approving the final 5 years of transit development plan. We have Mr. Drake.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone, Honorable Mayor and council members. The McFarland Transit Development Plan is a 5-year roadmap for improving transit service, operations, and infrastructure in the city of McFarland. It was developed collaboratively with the public, city staff, and the consultant team, Nelson Nygaard, which we have a representative on a Teams call right now.
Okay.
The plan reflects community needs and city priorities and will support future budgeting and grant applications. There were 2 phases of outreach surveys, in-person engagement, and a bilingual virtual meeting that identified key community needs, which the findings will be discussed in the presentation. The TDP provides a realistic, flexible, and community-driven roadmap for improving transit in McFarland. Recommendations can be implemented as resources allow, and there's no penalty for adjusting timelines or reevaluating feasibility. Adoption of the TDP will guide transit improvements and strengthen the city's position for future funding. So without further ado, if we still have Ezra on the call.
Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen with him, but it's not letting me. Let me see, share.
Yeah, we can hear you, Ezra. We're just trying to get the visuals up. Give us just a quick second.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. I guess I could. I just do it here. See if that works.
So I've actually covered most of these points in the previous agenda slide, but I do want to note at the end of this presentation, we would like to request adoption of the final TDP report. Next slide, please. So the TDP, as mentioned before, is a 5-year plan for public transit in McFarland. It's an update that's required as part of the state's Transportation Development Act. The most recent plan of this type for McFarland was adopted in 2015. So it is a good opportunity to update this plan to meet today's needs. These plans must be cost constrained in their recommendations so they address current fiscal realities. McFarland is actually one of 9 TDPs we are creating as part of a larger sequence of projects for the area under that Caltrans grant. You can see here in this map of Kern County on the slide, there are some highlighted labels. Those are the 9 separate transit providers. And one thing I want to emphasize that there are opportunities when doing these 9 plans in the same time frame. We get a chance to identify opportunities
to it.
Sorry, next slide, please.
Sorry. Sorry, it started all over, Ezra. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Is it this one?
I'm just seeing slide 4, so.
Oh, you're just see. Oh. Let's see. Sorry. Give me just 1 second.
Where's,
Okay, yes.
oh, yes, I see your mouse. It's the next one over.
Okay, it's not ended.
Great, thanks. So even though we are working on behalf of KernCog, ultimately, this plan is yours. And this plan, when adopted, it can be cited as a justification for future grants to improve safety, mobility, and accessibility in the city of McFarland. And the city has had a role in this plan dating back to just under 1 year ago, in which I, and along with my colleagues, had the honor of visiting McFarland in the spring of 2025. We toured the existing facilities, we saw the vehicles, we met with staff, we heard about the city's challenges and opportunities with transportation. We provide documentation of the plan of what we've learned through that visit, along with data analysis, public surveys, and other research. And the city staff here has been terrific about providing feedback, making sure that, again, this is a plan tailored to McFarland and reflective of McFarland. Onto the next slide, please. One more. So onto existing conditions. First, we profile the existing service that's available in McFarland locally. There's Dial-A-Ride. It's a demand responsive service operating on weekdays by reservation only. It's a service in which riders call on the day of the service when they are ready to be picked up. The Dial-A-Ride service does not operate on weekends. Service zone for Dial-A-Ride is depicted on this map here on the right side in the form of a pink area, which coincides with McFarland city limits. Regionally, McFarland is directly served by Kern Transit's Route 110. That's a fixed route service. It's pictured on the map on the right side in the form of blue lines that are running north and south through the city. The McFarland Community Center serves as a stop for this service. It goes north to Delano, goes south to Wasco, Shafter, and Bakersfield. There are 5 runs in each direction on weekdays and 3 runs in each direction on Saturdays. So that's our starting point of existing conditions. Next slide, please.
Yes.
If you're more than welcome to stay or the presentation, it's for these guys. The proclamation, but you're welcome to stay when I say, but just give you that opportunity.
I do have an appointment at 7, so I'll have to excuse myself, but thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
You guys are very welcome to attend the baseball games Sundays at 10 a.m. Longo Park. Thank you.
Just some clarification, it's 21 slides. There was 36 included, but only 21 will be shown. It's fine. They already made up their mind.
Sorry, Ezra. You may continue.
Okay. Yes, I'm happy to abbreviate if necessary. It is only 21 slides. I think there are some hidden ones that were included in that. Next slide, please. So as one does with plans, we ask people what they thought about these services, transit. We engaged with the public over 2 phases. The first phase focused on first identifying the needs and challenges for transit. We distributed bilingual surveys, which were accessible online. We had project staff ride transit vehicles to speak directly with riders of the Dial-A-Ride service. There were 6 official survey responses, but with those ride-alongs, we connected with 35 community members. So that's equivalent to about half the daily ridership of Dial-A-Ride.
may seem like small numbers, but a 20% sample is not too bad. We also engaged directly with 4 community members during a public meeting, which was held in October. And so, what we learned is, well, a good thing is that McFarland's Dial-A-Ride has made a comeback with ridership. It's been increasing every year that we have on record since the low point during the pandemic in 2021. But with folks using the service more and more, there are challenges in delivering that transportation service. Next slide, please. First off, there's limited staffing to meet demand, and we do want to note that the city is working on onboarding a second driver, but I'll just add that staffing, it's a major challenge affecting transit operations throughout the county, state, and the country. Not just drivers, but maintenance. It's a larger gap that the industry needs to keep filling, and with limited staffing and resources, that limits the ability to expand transit service. In McFarland, service ends at 4 p.m. on weekdays. As mentioned, it's earlier on Fridays, and there is no weekend service. But we all know that demand for transportation still exists all week long and into the evenings. There's also capital needs, including updated transit vehicles and facilities. These concerns are all reflected on responses that we got from the surveys. There's not coverage in times of day. There's limited staffing, leading to limited customer service, and that can affect perceptions on the system's overall reliability. You can jump ahead 2 slides, please. So recommendations were crafted in response to issues, needs, and opportunities based on that public feedback, as well as insights from the city staff, existing conditions data, best practices of transportation, and coordination opportunities with other agencies like Kern Transit. All in all, we have 25 recommendations for McFarland. They are across multiple categories: service, capital, operations, administrative, and policy. Next slide, please. In the service category, we just want to cover 2 highlights. They are recommendations that Dial-A-Ride pilot an expansion of service to include more times a day during the weekdays, as well as Saturdays. Next slide, please. And this is because we heard that transit doesn't run when it is needed. It's a common challenge. The plan recommends an incremental approach is taken, and that service be extended first to just 6 p.m. on weekdays as a pilot to see if there will actually be demand for such additional service before making a permanent commitment. There were only so many surveys, obviously, but when you count the number of riders or the number of calls occurring during a pilot, that will help provide better data of demand and usage. And the proposed hours for Saturday service are yet to be determined, but we also recommend that it take the form of a 6-month pilot as well. Next slide, please. When it comes to piloting transit improvements, I just want to share some insights into what has helped them be successful in the past. Establishing clear performance measures or metrics before the pilot starts is very helpful. Obviously, there are metrics already calculated, like ridership and costs, but that only tells part of the picture. Additional feedback on the customer or rider experience is insightful. As a reminder, many people who use Dial-A-Ride have no other option for getting around the community. So what is their experience like? If a Saturday pilot were to start and then go away, how would riders be affected? How are people also learning about these services? These are important questions to ask during that 6-month pilot. Ultimately, the metrics will evaluate a test expansion of Dial-A-Ride service, but they are entirely up to McFarland. A focus group of dedicated riders in the community could help service help to get the word out to community leaders and local businesses. And when the pilot nears its end, the city will want to thoughtfully evaluate all these metrics and funding opportunities in advance of making the pilot permanent, so there's at least a seamless transition. Next slide, please. Amongst the capital recommendations, the plan recommends the continued development of a new transit facility. In operations, there's opportunities to coordinate with other agencies, specifically in the Western Kern region, like Bosco and Shafter. There's an opportunity to ask whether it makes sense for McFarland to share with its neighbors a full-time dispatcher and transit coordinator. That's a recommendation that speaks to improving the resiliency of transit operations because, as mentioned before, hiring is a challenge given that we've been hearing this from multiple transit agencies in Kern County. Being able to share resources may allow some quick pivots if a staff member is ill or there's a vacancy that comes up unexpectedly. So it may be cost effective, it may not, but it may just be worth the cost to guarantee to the general public of McFarland that someone will always answer the phone during operating hours, for example. And certainly this also provides some flexibility to implement recommended service enhancements like I mentioned before with the extended weekday service or Saturday service, because that might exceed the 40-hour work week for any one individual. So there's opportunities to coordinate with other agencies on things related also to zero-emission vehicle maintenance. A number of agencies are interested in procuring new dispatch software for buses. And also, as mentioned, with hiring and training drivers, there's interest in spearheading a countywide driver training program or an educational pipeline. So a lot of potential for collaboration that would help improve Dial-A-Ride's operations. Next slide, please. We put together a financial plan as part of this project to understand what are the revenues and the expenditures over this 5-year horizon of the plan. By our estimates, the city should be able to fund both the existing service that is operated today, as well as the 2 pilot programs that I mentioned earlier in the presentation. I want to highlight that additional revenue may be needed if those 2 pilot programs are determined to be successful and there is a desire to make it a permanent program. There's an option to reallocate some of the local transportation fund and state transit assistance funding to cover more transit operations than currently done so. If you look over the last 3 years, the city has spent between 0 to 12% of their annual LTF and STA funds on public transit. Just by comparison, Moscow spent between 21 and 31% of their respective funds on transit over the same time period. Capital costs for that new transit facility in Park and Ride are likely to be at least $1 billion, and they're not accounted for in the plan due to that uncertainty around the final costs. But yes, the transit facility requires additional funding. To the next slide, please. And as a reminder, these are highlights of the plan that I'm sharing tonight. For more information, please check out this final report. It contains all the data analysis and details for each recommendation, including a summary table, estimated costs, responsible parties. There's a detailed write-up that includes documentation on why we proposed each recommendation and how recommendations can be implemented. Which brings to the next slide. With this plan comes the opportunity to move forward with implementing recommendations. We see this as a comprehensive guide that the city can refer to over the next 5 years. The plan includes a table that lists all the individual actions that should be taken for each recommendation across the 5-year time horizon. Some actions may be quick wins, others may require additional analysis, coordination for funding. to note is that adopting this plan tonight does not obligate the city to implement every single recommendation within that 5-year period. Instead, it's to serve as a living document to help guide decision-making, support future grant applications, and essentially evolve as community needs and resources also evolve. So, with all that said, I want to thank you again for your time. One more slide, please. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you.
Israel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna open up to the public, see if they have any questions, concerns regarding this potential plan. Then I'll bring it back to the council. Anybody from the public would like to ask a question regarding this potential plan for transit? Seeing none, I'm gonna bring it back to the council. Start with Councilmember Gutierrez.
Just a comment. I'm just waiting to see what the pilot brings. Gather that information and hopefully move on from there. That's it.
Ms. Perez?
My question is, what is the age limit for the riders? Is it 18 and over, or can high school students ride as well on this? I don't know if it's the right question to ask now, but that's my question.
I can go ahead and take that one. Children under 18 can ride as long as they're accompanied by an adult. Other than that, there really is no ceiling. It's whoever needs the service.
Good, thank you. Israel, I got a couple questions. When you mentioned neighboring cities for a dispatch, where would it be? I mean, if there's grants or there's funding for it, where would it be centralized as far as the dispatch? Would it be in the city of McFarland, Shafter, Wasco, or Delano, neighboring cities, as far as a full-time dispatcher?
I think in some practice, it's typically the agency that has the largest operation, essentially the most service. That's not always the hard and fast rule, but essentially a memorandum of understanding can be enacted between cities to help delineate responsibilities. I think a example out there is in Ventura County with the East County transit providers with Thousand Oaks. I believe the one city essentially takes on sort of the programming of a shared resource, but through those agreements are shared between neighboring communities. Hopefully that answers your question.
Not really. I was hoping for the city that approved the resolution first.
I'm sorry?
It's negotiable, right? It's for the city that approves the resolution first. Brings more opportunity, more funding, more job resource. I don't think you can hear me. So, can you hear me, Israel?
Yes, I can. I might be missing some of the specifics of the question.
No, it was just, it should be approved for the cities approving the resolution for this transit plan.
I think I might be able to hop in on this. With the neighboring cities that we were looking to work with a shared dispatcher, we were looking at the city of Wasco and Shafter because they also operate in dial-a-ride services. Okay. So we don't want to work with someone who has a fixed route because they're not taking calls from residents to get picked up. So we're looking at Wasco and Shafter, and I believe Wasco has already approved the TDP. They did it maybe a month or so ago.
Right.
I'm unsure on the status of Shafter.
Okay. That answers my question.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Right. I think there might just be some feedback on the audio.
Okay, cool. And you're saying as far as the time frame, this might be 5 years?
The recommendations were intended to fill a 5-year time frame, but again, because it's not obligated to be within that time period, you
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions we have for you, Ezra. Thank you for the presentation. Okay, do I have a motion to approve resolution?
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Gutierrez, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Gano, Councilmember Gonzalez, Councilmember Perez,
Aye.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. That ends our administrative agenda. Moving on to public comment. Members of the public wishing to address the council about
Thank you,
any
Ezra.
item
Sorry.
not on the agenda may do so at this time. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes for each person. 15 minutes total will be allowed for any one subject. Please state your name and address for the record before making presentation. Do we have anybody for public comment?
Yes, we do. We have Leticia. Leticia? Yes, if you want to come up.
Bueno, buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Soy Leticia Jaramillo. Nada más vengo
I just
a ver si me pueden
Coming
ayudar.
to see if you can help me.
Mi esposo
My
el
husband,
sábado sufrió un
last Saturday,
accidente
suffered an
ahí
accident
en el callejón de
in the
nuestra
alley
ahí enfrente de nuestra casa
of our house
porque los carros pasan
because
demasiado
the cars
recio.
come by at a high speed.
Entonces sufrí un
And
accidente
he suffered an
y
accident.
fui a la policía a
And I
agarrar
went to the-
mi ese de la policía, ¿cómo se llama?
¿Una queja, doña?
El papel para reportarlo.
And I went to the
el
police
reporte de
station to
policía.
fill out a complaint form.
Y les dije que
And I told them,
yo les comenté allá a la policía a ver si
commented,
podían hacer algo ahí en mi
asked
calle
if they could do something at my home
para que pongan altos
to
o
maybe put a stop sign.
stop o algo porque pasan demasiado alto.
They come by at
Y
a high
me
speed.
informaron que
and they
si
told me
quería
that
que alguien me ayudara viniera a esta
I
junta.
needed help
Por
to
eso es la
come to the city
razón,
council meeting.
por eso es la razón que
That's
estoy en esta
why I'm
junta,
here at the
a
meeting
ver si
today,
pueden hacer
to
algo
see
por ahí,
if you
por
could do
mi calle,
something
porque pasan
through my
demasiado
street
recio.
because they come by too fast.
Ya han pasado 3 accidentes.
3 accidents have happened.
Ha habido personas que han
And
ido
there
a
are
reportar a la
People
policía,
have gone to
no han
the
hecho
police,
nada
but nothing's changed.
y los carros siguen
So,
ahorita peor.
The cars are
Ya
going
tiene uno
even
miedo
faster,
hasta
it seems.
salir porque
I'm almost scared
no
to go out
respetan nada.
because they don't respect the speed.
Por eso es que acudo
Limit.
a esta cita a ver si
That's
ustedes
why
nos
I'm
pueden
coming
ayudar
in
en esa
today
forma
to ask you
de que
for help.
pongan altos
Maybe you
o
could put a
topes
stop sign
o
or
algo.
speed bumps or something.
Espero y nos puedan
And I
ayudar
hope
en,
that you
en
can
esa forma.
consider me and help me in this way.
No, thank you. What street is it?
¿En qué calle es?
539, la
539?
Geo Lane.
The Hell Lane?
39 Geo Lane.
539 Hale.
Ujú.
I'm gonna have our Public Works, give a couple direction on it for referral as far as speed humps or undulations or stop signs. So if you don't mind, here it is.
Yeah, Mayor, so it is a little bit difficult in an alleyway to put speed humps or
Is it
stop
an
signs.
alleyway or the,
Pero
no, she's saying the street?
Fue enfrente.
It's in front
Enfrente
of
de
my house.
It's
fue
a
en la
street,
calle
correct?
principal,
In the front.
en la Geo Lane.
Yeah, it's
Hale
Hell Lane,
Oh,
not the
it's,
alleys.
okay, I thought it was an alley. I apologize. So
No.
yeah, I'll take a look at what we
Que
typically
salió-
do before.
Salió él.
Yeah, he went up from the alley.
Salió.
Okay.
So what we can do, we'll take a look at that address. What we have to do before we put any stop signs or speed humps is collect data. We'll put out a traffic counter out there, see how fast vehicles are going, gather the information, and based on that information and that data, we're able to either say, yes, it's due to get a stop sign installed or install some speed humps. So I'll report back with that data as soon as we install the traffic counter out there.
Si nos pudieran
If you could
ayudar, se les
help me,
agradecería.
I would
Estaría mucho.
really appreciate
Muchas
it.
gracias.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, Yurlis. Is there anyone else for public comment? Ma'am, over here. That's okay.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Delogia Ortega. I live at 779 Brownie Road. We have a problem with a dog that came in. Somebody threw it, I don't know. But it doesn't want to leave my house.
Okay.
And it's a big old, like a German Shepherd, that size. And I can't go to the front because he's there. And I'm scared he might drop me.
Okay. And what was the address again? 77,
779
Brownie
Brownie
Road.
Road. We
Okay.
called the police department, we called the,
Animals.
and no results from nothing.
Okay.
They go over there, but then the dog takes off. And I don't know what. It crosses the street. It might cause an accident. I also, like she was saying, that she needed a speed bump there. We need a speed bump there too. Coming in from Delano to Brownie Road.
Yeah.
They go in. People just go fast.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it if you could handle this dog problem because it.
Absolutely. Ms. Snyder, do you?
Yes, we did receive a call for service. Because the dog is friendly right now, we are severely over capacity. We had a couple situations of severely neglected dogs. So our intended capacity is 45. We're currently at 54. Given that situation, we have sought additional assistance with the county to deal with this dog because it does run back and forth between the county and the city. So we are actively trying to address it, but we currently do not have capacity to take the dog because it's friendly. It's one of those situations where we kind of have our hands tied.
Okay. Thank you so much. We will be looking into this immediately. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Especially if
And I-
it's coming into your home.
Yeah, it's in my front,
front
yard.
yard.
So I can't go to my front yard hardly
Okay.
because I'm scared he might drop me or because you know how the German Shepherds, how they stand up?
Okay.
You know how tall they are.
No. Understood. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And as far as the speeding, we'll have a conversation with Chief, and as far as our police doing some more patrolling on that street and direct patrol. As far as
Okay.
I don't know about the speed bumps and stuff because it's an industrial road because of the stores,
Yeah.
you know. But impacting and giving some people
But it's
citations
from the
by
park,
from the
from
park.
going out, and it's just a nuisance.
Yeah.
They just go and they drop their dogs off. This is not the first one, but this one just decided that it was going to be his home, I guess, where my house is.
Okay.
So I can't get rid of him. And we shoo him, we throw water at him, or her. I don't know what it is,
Okay.
but it's a big dog.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anybody else for public comment? Okay, that ends our public comment portion. Moving on to reports from City Council on committees, special district meetings, Public Place Policy and Finance Committee, and Public Safety Committee. We will be having meetings the following month, and then I'll have Ms. Perez to talk about the Quality of Life Committee meeting.
Thank you, Mayor. During our meeting today, we discussed the topic of the Cinco de Mayo festivities that will be happening this year. The new location for the festivities will be at Blanco Park, and there are tickets available through the city. The route for the parade will also be changing. It'll be going in the opposite direction, so they will be starting at Brownie Road Park and then moving south and then east on Sherwood. So that's the route that is going to be happening. There's going to be plenty of security. There's food vendors already available. There's going to be a lot of food. And again, it'll be 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The festivities will be on Sunday, and there's already a schedule for that. There's going to be live music, and the presentation today just seemed very well organized. Thank you, Ms. Snyder, for that. You have, pretty much everything covered, and she's just working on the last details right now. So, anything else, Mr.? Oh, then we are talking. The run is also going to be on that Saturday, and those details are also being worked on.
Thank you. Yeah, we would like to give Ms. Snyder and all the staff that works for the city getting this done, getting this program. It looks like it's going to be a great 3-day event. But I just want to add to the Quality of Life Committee, outstanding work from everybody in the city staff that had apart from Public Works, Community Development Director, internal, everybody. So the plan itself looks very functional and very organized. Thank you. Very easy to read. It took us like 2 minutes to figure it out. not compared to other years, but we'll leave that for another day. Thank you. Moving on to council statements and reports on their own initiative, council members may make a brief announcement or a brief report on their own activities. In addition, council members may ask a question of staff or the public for clarification on any matter, provide reference to staff or other resources for information. Alternatively, request staff to report to the city council at a later meeting concerning any matter. Furthermore, the city council or any member thereof may take action to direct staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. We'll start with Mr. Gutierrez. Do you have any statements or reports?
The only thing I have to say, thank you everybody for showing up. This was a very informative meeting today. Bigger crowd than normal, but thank you to the department head. Everything's running smoothly. I'm really happy that the two proclamations for this meeting are child abuse prevention and our autism acceptance. I know that's something that's been needed in our community for a while. And also, I'm happy that we had community members come and talk about their needs. So I know couple of times they come out and ask me to come talk, and I'm one of the ones that told them to come out here and speak. So if you guys have any questions, come out here and share your ideas. Thank you.
Ms. Perez?
Yes, likewise. Thank you, everybody, for your attendance. And it is very important to have the community come and express their concerns. We do listen, and we do ask our directors to look into those things. And that's very important that you come here and discuss those items. I wanted to say about autism awareness. I would always hear about that, years ago. And now that it's impacted our family, I know how important it is to have that out there as well. Thank you, Mr. White, for having that event for the students, the kids as well on that day. And hopefully the school district will answer their phone call and see if they can also do something to help our students with special needs. And yes, the concern with the dogs, we are aware of that. I myself am a walker. I walk with my two dogs, and they're out there, and we are trying our best to solve that problem with the dogs. And as far as the speeding, I think Hale Lane probably does need to be checked. So thank you for that, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Perez. I would just like to end. I want to thank staff for the continued good work, our police department, our first responders, the people that came to our meeting and watching the live stream. It's important that the community comes out when our department heads or our staff are not addressing some of the issues. But council members, there's a process on some of these complaints. There's a portal that our staff created, so they could address that, and if they're not addressed, then they could report it to us. But if we continue, obviously for small complaints or any stuff, it's going to address a lot of the city council as far as our meeting. But I understand the impact, especially if it's not getting done, and that's where we have to actually weigh in as far as if it's not getting done or addressed. But thank you for clarifying that. Other than that, continue the good work. Stay safe out there. We got a lot of events coming up. That ends our regular meeting for April 8th. Thank you so much. Have a good night. God bless. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Gutierrez, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk. Meeting adjourned.